Raccoon, Kentucky, a symphony of grit and grace. The dawn breaks over Raccoon, Kentucky, where the rolling hills of the Cumberland Plateau cradle a city forged in fire and faith. Here, the Raccoon River weaves through streets that hum with stories older than the oaks. Welcome to Town Tales, where we uncover the soul of places both humble and heroic. Tonight, we step into Raccoon, a city of dreamers, fighters, and healers, where the past shapes the present with unyielding resolve. If you're drawn to tales that blend history with heart, subscribe to Town Tales. Now hit that like button and share this journey with others. Your support keeps Raccoon's spirit alive. Our tale begins in 1789, when Raccoon was a mere whisper in the wilderness, founded by Abigail Holt, a frontierswoman with a vision. Fleeing the chaos of post-revolutionary America, Holt led a band of settlers to this fertile valley, guided by a raccoon, a creature she called a sign from the Cherokee, who shared these lands. Her diaries, housed in the Raccoon Heritage Museum, describe a pact with the Cherokee, blending their knowledge of the land with her knack for survival. This alliance birthed Raccoon, a city rooted in respect for nature and neighbor, where corn whiskey and healing salves were crafted side by side. But harmony was hard-won. By 1810, Raccoon faced its first trial, the black lung fever, a mysterious illness, likely born from polluted wells and harsh winters, swept through the settlement. Cherokee healers, using sassafras and wild ginger, clashed with town doctors who swore by leeches. The divide threatened to tear Raccoon apart until a young midwife, Sarah Creech, blended both remedies, creating a tea that saved hundreds. Her legacy endures in the Creech Clinic, now a cornerstone of Raccoon's healthcare system, renowned for its integrative medicine. Today, the city's wellness programs, rooted in Creech's wisdom, draw health tourists seeking holistic care. Raccoon's history is etched with scars. In 1845, the Great Flood ravaged the city. The Raccoon River, swollen by weeks of rain, swept away homes and hopes. The disaster exposed greed. Mill owner Ezekiel Vance had dammed the river upstream, ignoring warnings to boost profits. The flood claimed 150 lives, and Vance's name became a curse. From the ashes rose Eliza Boone, a schoolteacher who rallied survivors to rebuild. Her petition forced the state to regulate dams, and Raccoon's new levees, still standing, are honored each year at the Riverfest. Investors take note. Raccoon's infrastructure, blending old wisdom with modern engineering, makes it a hub for sustainable development. Curiosities pepper Raccoon streets. The Singing Bridge, built in 1870, hums when the wind blows, a quirk of its iron lattice. Lovers once whispered vows across it, but during the 1880s, moonshiners used its song to signal raids. Today, tourists marvel at its music, unaware of its illicit past. That past ties to Raccoon's whiskey boom when distilleries fueled the economy but sparked feuds. The 1892 whiskey wars pitted families against each other until the Raccoon Accord, a profit-sharing deal, restored peace. The city's distilleries, now global brands, coexist with tech startups, making Raccoon a draw for entrepreneurs. A local tale lingers in Raccoon's taverns, the ghost of Callie Wren, a 19th-century fiddler. Callie, famed for her reels at the Star Barn, vanished in 1878 after a barn dance. Some say she drowned in the river, others that she fled a jealous suitor. On stormy nights, fiddles echo in the barn, and dancers claim to see her shadow twirl. Skeptics blame creaky rafters, but locals leave whiskey shots for Callie. Her legend fuels Raccoon's music scene, with the Star Barn Festival drawing bluegrass stars. The city's music school, nurturing talent since 1900, is a pipeline to Nashville. Health shapes Raccoon's heart. Beyond the black lung fever, the city battled smallpox in 1905. The old Holt Sanatorium, perched in the hills, used Cherokee-inspired ventilation and diet to curb the disease, cutting deaths by 30%. Now a wellness retreat, it markets Raccoon's crisp air as healing, luring tourists. But health here is communal. The 1930s Great Depression birthed the Raccoon Share, a network where families traded crops and skills. This ethos lives on in community gardens and co-ops, making Raccoon a model for social resilience. Students study this. Raccoon's history teaches unity in crisis. Fictional lore adds zest to Raccoon's identity. Take the Tinker's Lantern, a tale told to children. In 1800, a tinker named Amos Reed crafted a lantern said to guide lost souls. When it flickered without wind, trouble loomed, fires, floods, or feuds. In 1850, it blazed for a week, and a tornado struck. Frightened, the town hid the lantern, but some swear it glows in a church cellar. Historians find no trace of Reed, yet the tale endures, celebrated at Raccoon's Lantern Festival, a rival to Mardi Gras. The 20th century tested Raccoon's mettle. In 1941, a munitions factory explosion killed 60 workers. Sabotage was rumored, though never confirmed. The tragedy spurred labor laws, and the site is now a peace garden, its paths lined with steel from the blast. Post-war, Raccoon pivoted to innovation. The 1960s saw the rise of Cumberland Tech, a firm that built early transistors. Its campus, on former Cherokee land, honors that heritage with scholarships and murals. Investors heed this. Raccoon's tech scene, with biotech and green energy, is a gold mine. Culturally, Raccoon is a quilt. Cherokee influences linger in dishes like ramps and cornbread, served at the Harvest Moon Fair. Settlers added square dances and quilts, while 20th century migrants brought blues and barbecue. The Raccoon Blues Fest, born in 1950, once hosted Muddy Waters, and its stages launched new stars. Cultural tensions flared in 1980 when a Cherokee burial ground was slated for a factory. Protests led to a preserve, showing Raccoon's knack for compromise. Students note this. The city's diversity is a lesson in balance. Anecdotes keep Raccoon's spirit alive. Elders recall Mayor Jonah Tate, a 1950s farmer who blocked a highway from splitting the riverfront. His tractor blockade, joined by 400 locals, saved the Greenway, now a haven for kayakers. Tate's statue, inscribed "Roots Run Deep," stands by the river. Another tale hails the 1990s, when a stray hound named Rusty led kids to a fire-trapped library. Rusty's paw print marks the library's door, inspiring Raccoon's volunteer ethos.
Raccoon's challenges met solutions.
The 2008 recession closed mills, but the Riverworks program retrained workers for solar jobs. Today, wind farms crown the hills, and Raccoon's jobless rate is enviably low. Climate change threatens floods, but engineers, trained at Raccoon College, craft smart levees, blending Cherokee ecology with tech. This positions Raccoon as a leader in climate adaptation, a model for urban planners. Oddities abound. The old forge, built in 1795, hides a rumored smuggler's tunnel. Divers scour the river for proof, finding none. Then there's the Raccoon Stone, a meteorite in the city museum. In 1915, a preacher claimed it healed ailments, sparking a pilgrimage. Geologists call it basalt, but locals rub it for luck. These quirks make Raccoon a storyteller's haven, each alley whispering a tale. As we near our end, envision Raccoon at twilight. The river mirrors the city's lights, a glow that echoes Abigail Holt's dream. This is a place where fever was tamed, floods rebuilt, and feuds resolved. It's where fiddles haunt barns, lanterns foretell doom, and a dog saved a library. Raccoon is more than a city. It's a saga, carved by those who dared to fight, heal, and dream. To students, it offers lessons in grit. To investors, it promises growth. To locals, it's a mirror of pride. To enthusiasts, it's a tale without end. As the Cumberland Hills fade into dusk, we stand on the Singing Bridge, hearing Raccoon's past hum. This city, forged in struggle and bound by hope, is ours to honor. Its fields carry the steps of ancestors, its air their songs. We are Raccoon stewards, its poets, its believers. With every story we tell, we salute those who built this place, stone by stone, heart by heart. Let's carry their fire forward, proud of a city that bends but never breaks, a light that time cannot quench. Thank you for joining. Town Tales. If Raccoon's story stirred you, explore our other episodes, each a window into a city's soul. Subscribe, like, and share to keep these tales burning. Until next time, keep seeking the stories that make our town sing.